What's going on? What's going on, YouTube? It's your boy. And yes, this is Mel with Palace Founders Bullies, and I'm back again. So, y'all, don't laugh or anything like that, but I want to drop some knowledge, man. I want to drop some, I want to talk to y'all, man, because it's hurting me, man, because I am an advocate and a breeder of this breed, of the American Bully breed, and I came in the breed. I came to breed with good intentions, and I came to breed because I loved it. You know what I'm saying? I love the breed, and I want to do right by the breed. You know what I'm saying? But today I'm gonna be breaking down same science, different standard, and that's a new slogan or thing I would say. You know what I'm saying? Same science, different standard, and I do put that now in the comments. I mean, in the description of my videos now, and some of the videos I already been saying same science, different standard. And what I mean by that is it's the same science for breeding, man. It goes down to breeding, and it could be in life, but I'm talking about breeding standards. And breeding, you gotta have a standard. Let's start off with what you want to breed first. You know what you want to breed first, and what you want to do with that. You know what I'm saying? Like me, I got pockets and standards. Well, I'm trying to do pockets and standards, but the thing is with pockets and standards, or with my blood, I breed the old school blood. You don't know what you're going to get from that. You don't know from each breeding what you're going to get. So, with that being said, you got to know the science behind it. You got to know the science of what you're trying to do and how you're going to do it. So that's where same science, different standard comes into play. You know what I'm saying? Yes, I have a stuttering problem, and I talk quickly, so sometimes I take a pause. You know what I'm saying, to try to process what I'm saying. So that's where the science part comes into it, where you gotta learn and educate yourself of the bloods you're using. Like if you're using Razor's Edge dogs, you know they got that staff look, that Arab staff look, and you know they were taller dogs. If you use the gray line dogs, they was tall. They looked like tall American Pit Bull Terriers, but always they kept a little bit of weight on them. You know what I'm saying? And you gotta understand that. That's gray line. You know the Gaff dogs were very muscular. You know, and they was big dogs as well. You know, but the Gaff dogs they did get a little bit small. You know, same thing with no, I can't say that with Great Line. But Goodfella dogs, they was big and muscular. And they had great conformation. And Goodfella dogs, they ranged when the guy was breeding them. I forgot his name, but you know they started off big, and he did a little bit of inbreeding, and he basically inbreeded into a look that he wanted, and made his blood. And I talked to this guy over the phone. You know what I'm saying? So with me, I'm playing with different bloods. I'm playing with Gray Line, Gaff, Goodfella, Razor's Edge, and it's a look that the bloods throw. And sometimes when the bloods are connected together, they throw a look or trait. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta understand that. So with me, I had to understand that, okay, Kira's a pocket, but she's gonna be able to throw dogs 17, 16 inches. Kira is a 14-inch dog, and she's throwing, well, off this litter, I'm looking at the two keeper females, which one keeper she's leaving, and they're both tall. It's looking like they're gonna be around 16, 17 inches. The shortest one out the litter was, the shortest one out the litter was Try Girl. You know what I'm saying? And she looks like she's gonna be a 15-inch dog the way I'm looking at it. Even when you looking at Sugar, you know, Sugar parents are tall pockets, and I thought Sugar was gonna be a 17-inch dog the way the blood was lined up, but you got to understand that. And that's when breeding comes in, where you got a selective breed to make your blood and try to make it into a look and a frame and a shape. You got to understand that. And this could take over decades and working time, unless you're using one dog, let's say one female, and then you use her son and breed him and make one line out of him. You know what I'm saying? Or you trying to do something. You know what I'm saying? You trying to do something else. But the majority of us, we're trying to make a bloodline, and we got to use certain bloods and certain traits. And like me, I want to bring in several different bloods. And I know I say it in my videos that I'm trying to add Blue Pride. I want to add more Denzel blood. I want to add Remy blood. I want to add Gray Line blood. I want to add a little more of Gaff blood. You know what I'm saying? I want to do a lot of different things. And also I'm looking into adding Camelot blood. Camelot blood, I'm starting to see a lot of people take edge dogs to Camelot blood, or and Gray Line dogs to Camelot blood. And you get certain traits and you get certain looks, you know what I'm saying? And you just gotta understand that it's you gotta understand that it's different levels of same standard, what is the same same science, different standard. Like I said, I have a stuttering problem, and I talk too quickly. So you gotta understand it's the same science, different standard. You know what I'm saying? So you just gotta play that into part, and you gotta learn the bloods that you're dealing with, and you gotta learn the breed that you're dealing with. And this goes for any breed. And breeding dogs, but I'm talking about the American Bully. The American Bully, you gotta understand something. The American Bully, a lot of people don't want to say it. A lot of the dogs were bigger dogs. You know what I'm saying? They was bigger, 22, 19-inch dogs, and then we selective bred, and we threw more bulldog, and we bred dwarfism into the breed. And some of the most famous dogs that you may like have dwarfism, and you gotta learn what to do and how to take it out of there. You know what I'm saying? And you gotta learn that certain traits like easty, westy feet or high rear, some of that can be bred out, but majority of the time, once it's locked in, it's hard to bring out, unless it's slight minor flaws. You know what I'm saying? You take her to a cleaner dog, or take him or her to a cleaner dog, like tight feet. One thing about me, I want to add more tight feet, even tighter than what I have. I'm bringing in a stud. I know y'all seen him, Remus. I'm bringing in Remus. I want to add a little bit more mass, so I'm going to the Alonzo boy. And then I want to add a little more height, so I go to Taz. You know what I'm saying, and take him to Cure. You gotta understand that this is all science. This is all science, and it's different standards to the science. You gotta learn the standards. You gotta learn the bloods and everything like that. What class you want to breed, and you gotta understand the bloods and understand the pedigree. But then, other than that, you gotta understand the science. Like I said, same science, different standard. You gotta learn both. You gotta learn the science, and you gotta learn the standards to this. And a lot of people, they just jump in the game and don't think. Well, breeding is a lot of thinking behind it, and a lot of people say don't think, just do. You can't just not think and just do. You have to understand that you're playing with life here, and you're playing with a creature. You know what I'm saying? The whole goal is to make a perfect dog of your liking and the people's liking. You know what I'm saying? And you got to understand that it takes science, and it takes common sense. You gotta understand that. A lot of people, they don't understand that. And look where we at today. But this is Mel. We will have more videos like this. If you like this video, like, comment, subscribe. But I do want y'all inputs. So, put your input down below. And I am out.